Welcome. In this video, you'll learn how to access and use OneSearch to find books, ebooks, and articles. OneSearch is a discovery tool many college libraries use to organize their library collections. At ELAC libraries, you can use OneSearch to find books, DVDs, and textbooks in the library, articles, ebooks, and streaming videos in library databases, and books at other LACCD libraries. If you sign into OneSearch, you can also check your library account, renew books, and place books on hold. To access ELAC Libraries OneSearch, you can either go directly to our library homepage, elac.edu/library, or you can start at ELAC's homepage, elac.edu, and find the library link near the top of the page. Once at the library homepage, scroll down and you'll see the OneSearch search box. Underneath the box, you'll also see two quick links. Advanced Search will take you to different search options for OneSearch, and A to Z Databases will take you to our list of library databases in case you prefer to search an individual database. For this video, let's focus on OneSearch. If you have a topic or research interest, go ahead and type your topic into the search bar. You can be as specific or as broad as you like. An example of a broad topic might be simply climate change, while a more specific topic might be effects of climate change on biodiversity. You can also search for specific titles or authors to see if the library has access to your favorite book or perhaps a copy of your required textbook. Let's do a search for climate change and biodiversity. After you've typed in your topic, hit the search button, and you'll notice your OneSearch results will load in a new page. At the top, you'll see how many results were retrieved, and to the left, you'll see a list of ways to filter your list of results. In your results list, you may notice a mix of books, articles, and/or videos. If you want to limit these results to just see books and ebooks, look for the resource type filter on the left, click Show More, and select Books. Now your results list will change to only display books and ebooks. If a book says Available Online, this means it's an ebook you can read online in a library database. If it says Available At, this means the book is a print book you must check out in person at the library. Let's check out an ebook first. Click on Available Online to load the ebook's record. In this record page, you'll notice helpful sharing tools like email, cite, and link options. The View Online section lists the databases where you can access the ebook. And the Details section has more helpful information including the book's summary and chapter titles, which can be helpful in determining if the item is useful for your research purposes. Let's click on one of the View Online links to open the ebook. If you're off campus, follow the on-screen login directions to load the database. This ebook happens to be in our ProQuest ebook database, but you may find an ebook in our EBSCO ebook database or in JSTOR. Wherever your ebook loads, look for a table of contents, a Read Online button, or a PDF full text button to load the actual book. You are now reading the ebook and are ready to use it in your research. Back on OneSearch, let's talk about finding print books. Notice under the first book it says Available at ELAC Stacks, followed by a string of letters and numbers. The phrase Available At is an indication this is a print book you must pick up in person at the library listed, and not an ebook you can read online. The string of letters and numbers listed after the library location is a book's call number. To find books in person at the library, you would write down the book's call number to find it on the shelf. Let's talk about these call numbers for just a bit. In libraries, print books are arranged by subject, so books on similar topics are usually shelved near each other. Each book is assigned a call number based on the book's primary subject and author. For example, these books' call numbers all start with QP, which is the physiology section. The rest of the call number uniquely identifies each book. So, whenever you need to find a book in a library, you would write down the book's entire call number from OneSearch in order to locate it on the shelf. Don't forget to also note the item location or where you're headed in the library. Most of our books are upstairs in the ELAC stacks, but you may find books in a special collection like our Chicano Studies or Modern Language area. When accessing ebooks in OneSearch, you won't have to worry about these call numbers. Just click on the database name like we did earlier, and you can read the entire ebook online in that database. Let's move on to finding articles. Before we go back to OneSearch, let's go over the most common types of articles you might encounter in OneSearch. Popular magazine and popular newspaper articles are written by journalists. For example, those found in Time magazine, Wall Street Journal, and the Los Angeles Times. These types of articles are great for information on current events and local or global news. Scholarly journal articles, sometimes referred to as academic or peer-reviewed articles, are great for researching academic topics and often include data and statistics in original research studies. Now let's review how to find these different article types in OneSearch. If you're already in OneSearch, you can head to the top next to your search terms, select the drop-down, and limit to just articles. Hit the magnifying glass to do a search. Looking at our search results now, you'll see that many of the articles have purple peer-reviewed icon underneath the record, indicating it was published in an academic journal. If you want to limit your results to only these academic journals, you can always use the Scholarly Journals limiter here on the left. Depending on your research, you may also want to use the publication date range limiter to find more recent results. Don't forget, you can always add or remove keywords to the search bar to change your results too. I'll add the word trees to my search to get more specific results. Let's have a look at one of these articles. Here on this article's record page, we see the title, the authors, the name of the scholarly journal, and the date it was published. We also see that it's coming from a peer-reviewed journal. We also have our sharing features such as email, citation, and link. In the View Online section, we see all the databases that have full text access to this article. And scrolling down to the details, we also have helpful information like the subjects of the articles and a summary or abstract of the article. You'll want to read through this summary or abstract to see if the article is helpful for your research purposes. If it is, we can scroll back up to the View Online section and see which databases have the actual article. In this case, it's available in 4 different databases. Go ahead and click on any of these links to open the article. I'll try the third link, which is the database JSTOR. Once you log in with your student account, you might need to accept cookies. Give it a second to load. And now you're here and reading the article in JSTOR. There it is. Some of these scholarly articles do take some time to load because they can be quite lengthy. Here in the database, don't forget you also have helpful tools, usually a citation feature and a download option. Let's head back to OneSearch and search for newspaper articles. I'll close out of my last record and Over on the left under resource type, I can limit to newspaper articles. And now notice in my results list, every record has changed and each result is coming from a newspaper now. If you browse the list of results, you can see article titles, authors, and date of publication, and of course the name of the source it's coming from. Let's have a look at this article from the New York Times. Again, in the article record, we have helpful tools like an email, cite, and link option. And if we scroll down, we also have links to the databases you can read the article in the View Online section. It looks like this article is available in ProQuest, but if I click Show More, you can see it's actually available in a lot of databases. I'll click on the first one. After logging in, you're now in ProQuest and you can read the full newspaper article. At the top in the ProQuest database, you have tools like the Save as a PDF option and of course the handy Cite option. Okay, that was a lot of information. Let's take a quick moment to go over some tips for using OneSearch. First, start broad and only use 1 to 3 keywords until you get the hang of using OneSearch. You can always add more words and get more specific later on if needed. Second, use the filters on the left to refine your results. The most frequently used filters are for resource type and publication date. Third, use the email and cite tools to stay organized during your research. Lastly, don't forget the terminology. Available at means you're referencing a print or physical source you'll need to check out in person, and available online means you're referencing a digital source you can view completely online in a database. If you get stuck and need help, don't hesitate to contact an ELAC librarian or use the Ask Us Librarian chat on our homepage. Thanks for watching.